What's up, ladies and gentlemen? And I need to see if I am even live. Check, check, check. 1, 2. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Thanks for joining us here on Crypt Chronicles. We're going live stream right now. We're going to do it live. We got a lot of news to cover today. And I wanted to jump on here real quick because there has been just insanity happening within the market right now. We've seen absolutely parabolic jump in Bitcoin and a lot of the other cryptos. I have the chart up right here. We can see on the 1 month chart, I mean, Bitcoin has literally went from around June 9th, we were sitting at $7,300, and now we are, June 26th, we're 13,866, I think, is what the high of the day was. $13,856. It looks like we touched 13,860. It was somewhere around there. Different charts will tell you different prices depending on what exchange they're following. But man, it has been incredible. All of the haters are coming out saying Bitcoin's a scam, cryptocurrency's a scam, it's a Ponzi scheme. You know who those people are? It's all the people who bought in at $18,000, $19,000 a year and a half, 2 years ago. I have some friends that even went and, they FOMO'd in at the very last minute and were like, yeah, I'm going to get on this ship. I'm going to jump on this train. Bought in at $18,000. Bitcoin corrected down to $3,000 something dollars, and they were calling me a liar, a fraud, a fake, a phony. And I'm just a coach. I'm a guide. I am not a financial person. I'm not, don't take anything I say as financial advice. Anybody, I don't care who you are, whether you're a close friend, family, or foe, it doesn't matter. I'm just a guy giving it. I'm coaching, I'm guiding, I'm showing you the way that you can get into the market if you so desire. I have a few links down in the description if anybody is looking to get into cryptocurrency. There's a Coinbase link. Deposit your first $100 and you and I will both get $10 in crypto. But man, this market is absolutely insane. So we got the 1 day here, and we can see after we hit about close to $14,000, we took a huge dip way back down to $11,874. I think the lowest was around $11,782, roughly in that area. But we were way overbought, and we were bound for correction. Anything that goes that parabolic upwards is always going to come down and correct itself because people want to sell high and they want to buy low. And if whales are, which most likely whales are jumping in at this point as well, they're going to buy high. No, sorry. They're going to buy low. They're going to sell high because they want to take profit. They want to cash out because they know all the people that want to get in are FOMOing at the mouth, and they want to jump in and they want to buy some. But if you're a smart trader, if you're a smart crypto enthusiast, you're going to basically dollar cost average, which means you're going to buy a little bit at a time no matter what the price is. And if you got in, pre-2017, you got in at the low lows of $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, and you just kept buying. Dollar cost average. Doesn't matter if it went up to $10,000 or went down to $5,000. You just bought a little bit at a time, dollar cost average. You'd be sitting pretty right now. And there's a huge possibility we may see some really, really key numbers, which I'm going to cover in just an article in just a second. But if you are watching with us right now, definitely go ahead and comment. Let me know who you are, where you're from. Let me know who my people are out there that are still in the market, still holding on to their Litecoin, their Ethereum, their Bitcoin, maybe even Ripple. All right, we'll give Ripple a chance at this point. There is a new crypto on the scene, the Libra. I believe it is Facebook's Libra. And people are calling that cripple. People are calling that Ripple 2.0. Now, they say in their white paper that they're a decentralized coin, but a lot of other people say that they're a centralized coin. And realistically, if Facebook is creating this, they're going to be creating it to control it. It's not going to be a decentralized token or coin or anything. They're going to use it as a form of payment within their apps, within their ecosystem of apps. Now, we don't know when it's coming out. I don't personally know. They may have announced it recently, but I don't know when it is coming out yet. I think 2020 is what they said. But that is, I mean, that's big. That's one of the reasons why there is a little bit of spark in crypto right now, because Facebook, as big as Facebook is, everybody, their mother, grandmother, aunt, uncle, and dog and cat are on Facebook. I'm not joking. I've seen cat pages. I've seen dog pages. So they're there. But let me know in the comments who you are, where you're from. Let me know what your predictions are. Leave your opinion about this particular live feed that we're doing right now. Definitely appreciate the conversation down below. I'll definitely make sure that I get back to you. If you haven't done so up until this point, guys, make sure you go ahead and subscribe. And if you find value at all in these videos, please go ahead and click this that like button. And share it to your wall if you wouldn't mind. But let's go ahead and let's pull back. Let's look at the 5-day chart right here. We see a really, really big run. We're going to go back to the 1 month. We're going to look at the 3 month. We're going to look at the 6 month. Now remember, the daily chart, you see a lot of volatility, up, down, up, down. People would look at this and say, heck no, I'm not getting in it. But you go ahead and look at the 3 month, and we have a steady incline. You go ahead and look at the 6 month, a steady incline. You go ahead and look year to date, steady incline. Let's go ahead and pull out 5 years. Now, this is where we had our high back in December of 2017, and we hit almost $20,000. And then we had a ginormous correction. I'm not going to say crash. A lot of people call it a crash. It wasn't a crash. And this wasn't a bubble. It was a correction. If you look at any stock market, you look at any market out there right now, you're going to see if the market goes up, it's going to come back down. Whenever the market goes up, especially parabolic like that, it's going to come back down. It's going to correct itself. So we had a little bit of a bear market over the last year. A lot of people thought in December, January, February of last year that we were going to see that big $20,000 number again. But we weren't, because we were in a lot of people call it healthy bear market, where we were correcting and we were doing some maintenance. We were shaking some of the weak hands out. But those who stayed in, as you can see right now, we bottomed out at around $3,000, and now we're almost doing identical to what we did in June, July, August, September, October, November, December of last year. We're almost following that same pattern. And year after year after year after year, since 2008, you've seen a step up in the ladder. We might come down a little bit and correct, but we take another step up. We might come down, correct a little bit, but then we take another step up. We may come down. But ultimately, throughout history, we have always hit higher highs than we have the prior year or the prior 2 years before that. Even if we dipped way down and hit rock bottom, we always jumped back up past our high highs. Now, I put a thumbnail on this post of $100,000 Bitcoin, true or false. Now, I want to know what your opinion is. If you'd leave a comment down below, do you think it's possible to get to $100,000 Bitcoin? If no, why? If yes, give me your answer. Give me your opinion why. We're going to look at livecoinwatch.com right here. I like this much better than CoinMarketCap, because CoinMarketCap, I feel, is manipulated. And you get to include Korean markets in this or not. You can toggle it off if you want to. But I like to leave it on. You can see your circulating market cap right here, your 24-hour value, and your dominance. So 63% dominance for Bitcoin is a lot right now, because when we were in our bear market, we were going sub 50, 40, 30% dominance. But now people are starting to put more money into Bitcoin. Bitcoin is more where wealth is being stored today, more today than it has been over the last year. And so that's a very, very good thing to see. So we see Bitcoin, we see Ethereum here, about $335. Ripple's at about 46 cents. Bitcoin trash. It'll always be Bitcoin trash in my eyes, by the way. $482. Litecoin, huge believer in Litecoin, huge holder in Litecoin, $130. We're looking close. We're getting close to another $200 Litecoin. So if you have Litecoin, definitely hashtag Litecoin down in the comments so I know who my Litecoin crew is, my Litecoin nation, my Litecoin family is. And you can also hashtag us on Twitter, Litecoin Nation. If you have EOS, which I don't. I sold my EOS a long time ago. I just don't believe in the project, but they're about $6. And Cardano's a good one. Tron, I'm not so sure about Tron at this point. There's a lot of bad press about the founder of Tron and things that he's into. Although they did buy, what was it, BitTorrent? I believe it was. I think it was BitTorrent. And so that's a pretty good move to actually have an established company behind your crypto. So, we'll see what happens over the next coming months. But let's jump into some news real quick and kind of go into the topic about why I think Bitcoin could potentially hit $100,000 within 2019 and some key markers that we want to look for. So here's an article from Cointelegraph. Bitcoin prices could match their all-time high of $20,000 within the next 2 weeks and could hit $50,000 or $100,000 by the end of the year. eToro analyst Simon Peters claimed on June 26, which was today, as the recording of this video at least. According to Peters, it took 7 to 14 days for BTC to reach the record figure of $20,000 when it was last at $11,800. So this was in 2017. It took 7 to 14 days for Bitcoin to take a running streak up to $20,000. 7 to 14 days. Now, we've already seen $11,000. We crashed through 10, crashed through 11, crashed through 12. We hit $13,000. We hit $14,000 within hours today. Within the last 24 hours. I mean, it literally took hours, and we saw thousands of dollars go into the market. Who's to say within a week to 2 weeks we can't see $20,000? Now, I strongly believe if we see $20,000, that's an emotional marker right there. That's a place. It's like a psychological barrier that if we hit past $20,000, the floodgates are going to open. And we could easily see $50,000 in that next run. And once we hit $50,000, that's another psychological barrier. Once we crash through $50,000, we're going to see an easy $100,000 before the end of 2019. Now, that's my personal opinion. I personally think that we're going to see $100,000 within 2019. Now, people have been saying that since 2017. John McAfee even wanted to eat his manhood, and he was betting on it, which he never did, and a lot of people were really let down. But he's still very bullish about Bitcoin and really thinks that it's going to hit those numbers fairly soon. There's actually a lot of people out there that believe that. So again, what is your opinion? We're going to look at another article right here. Crypto analyst says Bitcoin price could hit $100,000 during the next bull run. We're in the next bull run right now. Now, Think Market chief market analyst Naim Aslam predicts that Bitcoin will hit somewhere between $60,000 and $100,000 in the next bull run. Remember that psychological barrier is around that $50,000 range. According to Fox Business interview on June 24th, which was just a few days ago, Aslam had previously predicted on June 17th that Bitcoin would hit $10,000 in a couple of weeks, citing institutional involvement as a major driver. Bitcoin successfully reached the 5-figure mark on June 22nd, which was just a few days after his prediction, which made a record high and has not been seen in over 1 year. According to Aslam, the major price point to look out for now is, this goes along with the article that I just read before, $20,000, then $50,000. Once you hit those psychological barriers, easy $100,000. After you hit 20, it'll be easy to hit 50. After you hit 50, it'll be easy to hit $100,000. Now it's going to be not as easy to get to that $20,000 mark. People are going to be freaking out. A lot of FOMO is going to come in. A lot of hype is going to drive it. Once you hit that, we're probably going to test it. We're probably going to hit that top or close to it and get rejected. Maybe even get rejected a couple times before we smash through it. Traditionally, that's kind of how it works. When there is a line that you need to cross, you usually test it, you usually hit it and pop back down. Hit it and pop back down and then smash through it. Now, I may not know all the terms that a trader may know, but I kind of know the gist of it. So bear with me if I'm not saying the correct terminology, but I'm just a YouTuber and I'm figuring this stuff out as I go. But it's been a really good run. I've been pretty excited about seeing this. I've been really psyched about hearing a lot of the talk going on in our private Facebook group. If you haven't joined that, definitely go to Crypt Chronicles. I think it's blockchain digital something talk. I'll figure out what that is, but there's actually a link down in the description. We changed the name recently to kind of attract more people. We've been getting a lot of people applying to join. Obviously, it's a private group, so you have to request an invite, and then we go ahead and approve you. Make sure you answer those 3 questions that we have. But there's a couple other reasons that I think could be, one of the reasons why we're going to be hitting those numbers. There's actually an article. The G20 summit is coming up in June 28th and 29th. And the G20 summit is basically all the world leaders. And this could be a huge, huge deal. It could go one of 2 ways, depending on which way they talk about it. But there is plans to talk about cryptocurrency regulation. If they try to stifle it, and if they try to say it's not good, or Bitcoin's a scam, or we want to ban exchanges from running in their particular country, we could see a huge sell and a huge dip in the market. But if they say that they want to support the technology, that they want to encourage innovation, that they want to encourage companies to look into blockchain technology, and if they kind of promote that sentiment, we could see that $50,000, that $20,000, $50,000, and $100,000 mark right around that time. It's very, 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 very possible. Now, we don't know which way they're going to go, so that's you're kind of crossing your fingers when you talk about that. There's also talk about cryptocurrency. One of the reasons that, I don't know where this article is. I had this article up earlier, but one of the reasons why, here it is. Aslam also points to unrest and even a potential war in the Middle East. There's a lot of things going on in the Middle East right now. Drones were getting struck out of the sky, and there were threats of retaliation. But regardless of what happens there, this particular analyst says that people are diversifying their assets, and possibly because of the stress and the rumors that are happening within the Middle East, people are starting to store their money inside crypto. And there's that transfer of wealth happening. People are looking at Bitcoin as it's always been called the digital gold of cryptocurrency. Now, you can look at it as like real gold. People put their wealth into real gold. I got a good buddy of mine who buys gold every paycheck, buys silver every paycheck, physical gold, physical silver, and he stores it in his safe. But that's a smart idea, rather than storing it in a bank that could close down or keep it or lock you out or store it somewhere where you can't have access to it. Crypto is almost the same way. It's just digital. You buy crypto, you store your wealth in crypto. It's like the crypto is like digital gold. Now, here's one area that I always question, and I get a little nervous thinking about that, if there were ever to happen an EMP or something that takes out the grid and there's no more electricity, God forbid, for whatever reason, that were ever to happen. And I'm not a prepper or doomsday guy or anything, but I think about these things. How would we be able to trade, transfer, sell, buy our crypto? So that's the one area that I do think about and have a small concern about. Now I know they're trying to create software, and they're trying to create hardware that can work off of the grid and work off of the internet, cold wallets, cold storage, even you can put your crypto on paper ledgers and stuff like that. And I know they're trying to think of all scenarios, but that's one area that does concern me. That's why it's good to diversify your funds. Never keep all your eggs in one basket. Never do that. Even when it comes to Bitcoin or cryptocurrency, it's good to have crypto and it's good to stock up and accumulate as much crypto as you can, but it's also good to diversify into other assets, whether it be gold or silver or, platinum or copper or whatever the case may be. It's good to diversify. So just make sure, if you're a millennial out there, if you're listening to this, if you're maybe younger generation or even the older generation, don't throw all your money into one form of investment or asset, because that one thing can be taken away. It's good to diversify. So that's about it for this live stream. We've hit about 20 minutes. I want to appreciate all you guys who have jumped onto this and seen the live or are going to watch the replay on my channel. Really appreciate you guys hanging out. If you haven't done so, please go ahead and drop a comment down below. I want to know what your opinion is. What is your opinion about $100,000 Bitcoin? Yay or nay? Do you think it's going to happen in 2019? If not, when do you think it's going to happen? Give me your opinion on why you think it's happening, or why you think this bull run, this parabolic run upwards has happened. Also, join our Facebook group. You can hit us up on Twitter, but we love to talk to you on Facebook. Definitely join our Facebook group. Let's see if I can pull that up right now. Where am I? Facebook, and I will go to... let's see. If my internet was a little faster. No, doesn't want to. Here it is. Crypt Chronicles, digital. I just got to figure out what that name is. Crypt Chronicles. It is Digital Currency and Blockchain Talk. That's what it is. So I look forward to seeing you guys in that group. Thanks again for watching us, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great day, guys.